On January 6, US Secretary of State Condoleezza Rice headed to the United Nations to represent the US in ongoing negotiations for a ceasefire between Israel and Hamas. But 2 days later, when it came time for the Security Council to vote, there was one surprising and notable abstention.
Ceux qui s'abstiennent. Merci.
Secretary Rice and the State Department insist that she had already decided to abstain from the vote a day earlier. But now Israeli Prime Minister Ehud Olmert claims he engineered the entire process. In a speech in southern Israel on Monday night before regional leaders, Olmert said 10 minutes before the UN vote he demanded to speak to US President Bush immediately. Bush was making a speech about education at the time.
More students are learning, an achievement gap is closing.
I said I don't care. I have to talk to him now. They got him off the podium, brought him to another room, and I spoke to him. I told him, you can't vote in favor of this resolution. He said, listen, I don't know about it. I didn't see it. I'm not familiar with the phrasing. I told him, I'm familiar with it. You can't vote in favor.
Video of Bush's presentation shows he was never interrupted and did not leave the stage early. But Olmert says Bush then called Secretary Rice and told her to abstain.
He gave an order to the Secretary of State, and she did not vote in favor of it. A resolution she cooked up, phrased, organized, and maneuvered for. She was left pretty shamed, abstaining from voting on the resolution.
US government officials have vigorously denied Olmert's version of events.
So this idea that somehow she was turned around on this issue is 100% completely untrue.
Some of what we've seen is not accurate. I'm not going to get into discussing. I know the State Department has done that, and Secretary Rice was asked about it last night, and I don't really have more to add to it.
On Tuesday, a spokesman from Olmert's office, Mark Regev, said the Prime Minister stands by his remarks. The US State Department says there are no plans to contact Olmert about the apparent discrepancies.
The Israeli government, if they feel necessary, they will clarify, correct the record, whatever. I don't know. All I can do is offer the facts as they are from the American side.
That lack of action may leave the impression that Washington's diplomatic decisions are being controlled by its firm and loyal ally, Israel. Kath Turner, Aljazeera, Washington.